Well, good afternoon, everybody. Barlow Brigade, how y'all doing? Old Big Jim coming at y'all from Bog. That's the Barlow Observation Group. Y'all like what I did there? Anyway, Modified Monday, y'all. I mean, I ain't got to say nothing to y'all. Y'all know what y'all already know. But we're gonna throw a modern Monday in there with it, or I believe it's a modern Monday. So we'll take it from there and just see. Let's see where we end up. How about that? All right. Modified Monday is a hashtag that I believe was started by Brother Aaron Williams, A Dub. Uh, I ain't gonna sit here and talk to y'all, but tell y'all how good a person he is, how nice he is to me, and how much I appreciate his friendship. I'm just not gonna go into all that. Y'all need to go and subscribe to this gentleman and watch what he does, man. Unbelievable. All I can tell you. All right. So there may be one or two of y'all that's saying, well, what's old Big Jim been up to? Well, I got a pile over here. Weather ain't been good. So, I sit around, I get a lot of free time on my hands. I tend to mess with stuff. But I've told y'all before, when you invite me to the party, y'all need to expect me to participate. We got here is a little Gerber. Now, this is I may have shown this knife before, I don't know. But y'all look at that stag. Now, it's got a little repair right there that somebody did. And, but y'all look at that. Y'all look at that stag. Okay. Now that thing don't have no part number. I don't know what year it's from. I really don't know anything about it. I know it says Gerber right there on the tank stamp, and I am a Gerber fanboy. So that's I mean, I polished it. I loved it. I sharpened it. Just a beautiful little knife. Now I was gonna put a lanyard on there a while ago, but I was looking for. I wanted some. I got certain piece of paracord I want to put on there with a little, I don't know, a little bead or something on there. I hadn't really thought about it, but I think we need just a little pocket dropper. But that's that's pretty nice little pocket knife right there. And I got that out of the dungeon down there at Deep South. I don't remember. I probably paid $5 for it. So, but it is what it is. Now this knife, I've had it for a while, and it's a sharp. Now I don't know. I think it's Japanese, stainless steel Japanese, but this is one of them. This is one of them that somebody I don't understand folks that use a grinder or a Dremel tool or anything like that to sharpen a pocket knife. But this thing had some jigged, it's plastic, Delrin plastic, thermoplastic, whatever it is. But it was kind of jigged and had some burn to it, dyed on it, and same about like that girl. We got a place for a lanyard down there. Hadn't done no lanyard on it, but the blade was terrible. It's still terrible, but I mean, I kind of the point was gone, so I reprofiled the point, and most of the meat's still there. It's a little, it's not perfect by any means, but boy, I got her smooth and got her all shined up. Um, just it has dignity now. If I did anything, I put a little dignity back into this old knife. And y'all know me, I love my Japanese. I mean, it's Japanese made, Japanese steel. But let's get that town. I won't tang stamp my you to get after me. But it says Sharp 800 right there on the tang stamp. But anyway, it's kind of like that Gerber right there. It's just something you drop in your pocket, run to town, go make some groceries, whatever you got to do. Now then, I showed this one for sure to y'all last week. I'm pretty sure. But this is it's a work knife. It's a Saudi Junior type knife, and it's a Rough Rider. Got uh, wood handles, kind of a dark, stained dark wooden handles. Got the bird's eye pivot, and this is one of them that y'all can see that tip has. I've kind of got a reverse Tonto pointy thing going on there. Uh, I like messing with these kind of things. Gives me a chance to kind of freelance. And let's see, this is a RR1708. But I did one more thing to it since y'all saw it last. Half stop. Old Big Jim took his Dremel tool, stacked up a couple of little bits on there, right into the half stop. So it's not a firm one, but it's a half stop. So I mean, I've done this to several of these. I mean, it's the proper way to do it. Also, another lanyard hole. I got Mr. Wade over there in Georgia would probably be very unhappy with me. Oh, by the way, I didn't tell y'all, but I tried to dye this knife black, and all I got was a gray out of it. It's some hard plastic. Anyway, another one of them just pocket droppers. Now then, I don't know about 2 weeks ago, maybe, I don't know. Old Cornbread over there at Hunting for Hookers, he had a live going on, and of course I'm sitting there. When I get in them lives, I'll go grab something out of the box and try to do a little something while I'm watching. And so I pulled this knife out and got my Dremel tool out, put a drum sander thing on the end of it, started sanding on it, and I scalloped the cover, plastic cover, Delaware cover. This is a Bear. Let me make sure I get that right. A Bear Hunter, and it's Pakistan, China. I don't know, but here's what I come up with. Y'all know that Brother Cornbread is the leader of the Orange Army. Okay, so we were sitting there talking, and I told him, I said, "Man, we're working on this Barlow. What color do you think I ought to paint it?" And he said, I don't know. He said, yeah. I said, "How about orange?" And he smiled and said, "Yeah." I said, "I like orange." So that kind of motivated me to do that. Now of course, this is a regular old Barlow. Got the clip blade, big bolster, but now it's got white and orange covers, and but we're going to show you one more modification we did there. This knife, good half stop, good click. This knife was very difficult to get to the nail nick on the pen blade. So what I did was I went in there with my Dremel tool, done had it out, done had the drum sander in there, and drum sanded me out a nail nick relief, an easy open, and then I adjusted the kick on the blade to where it would match up with the. But anyway, it makes it easy to open. That's been a lot of people don't like Barlows because when the nail nicks are on the same side of both blades, the clip blade can be hard to get out sometimes. So I just tried to fix that on this one, and I think I did pretty good. I'm gonna add some reliefs on maybe a few other knives I got laying around. But anyway, that's your Bear Hunter Barlow. This one's probably gonna go for a trip. South Carolina, maybe. We'll just have to see. I got all these plans. I ain't got a dime to mail none of them. Anyway, now this knife is kind of special. The guy popped this up on Whatnot here not too long ago, and I'm sitting there in the chat. I usually don't buy too much on there. I mean, I buy, if I can get I got a $1 knife in I bought today. Pretty nice little lockback, but mail run a while ago said it was here. Went out there and looked at it. It's pretty cool. I mean, I guess I got a knife show coming up. I might sell a few knives there, so that's probably where that's going to go. But anyway, of course, y'all know anytime I got a story about everything. It seems like, of course, when you're 70 years old, you can tell a lot of stories. Anyway, this is an advertising pocket knife, and you'll see it says Key Work Clothes. Any y'all ever had any Key work clothes? Okay. On the back side, it says, ask for the nation's finest overalls, pants, shirts, Saddle King. Okay. And y'all gonna say, well, that's not all that special. And what story is that? Well, he was a gentleman. His name was Jones. I can't call his first name right now, but he's a very well respected religious deacon at my church when I was growing up. Somebody that I looked up to and was respected in the Methodist Church here in Stone County. His name was Jones, and he had 5 daughters. His oldest daughter and I were in the same graduating class, and she was like 5 light years ahead of me as far as she was straight A's, never missed nothing, everything. Me, I'm back there slacking, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Anyway, he wore a brand new pair. Well, I don't know if they're brand new, but he wore a freshly pressed pair of Key overalls to church almost every week. I saw him in a suit and tie one time, maybe 2 times, and that was probably at a funeral. So, but he was a farmer, he was a worker, and that's the way he dressed. We had guys show up with their logger boots on that just come from the logger woods, because our church, that's what it was based on. It was hardworking Christian folks at here in Stone County, and back in, if you had to go to work that morning, you went to work, and then you come to church, and then you went back to work. So, but anyway, Key work clothes, just cooler than cricket. But this knife has one other special thing about it. And when the guy popped it up and showed the tank stamp, I bid on it. Why? If y'all look at that tank stamp, now I don't know how much oil stuff it's got, and I don't even know if I can show it to y'all. It's mighty small. Well, anyway, it's got Imperial, Providence, USA. It's 2 lines, and then there's a crown right above the Imperial. Can y'all see that? It's kind of hard to see right there, but that's about the best I can do for y'all. But you see a little crown right there above the Imperial, and then below it, good half stop. So I don't have no trouble getting it in there. That might be a little better right there if I can get that contrast going again on it. There you go. Got a little Earl on it. But anyway, that tank stamp is from 1946 to 1956. Well, there's 2 things in this room that's got 56 from 1956. That would be possibly this knife and me. I was born in 1956. Anyway, the point on this knife is probably not original. I don't think they would have made the blade that short and stubby. But it's got the good long nail nick. Got all that pawpaw tiner that you're looking for in one of these, in a knife like this. Just a good, like I say, good solid half stop. Good, good walk and talk. That little pin blade. Tiner's on it. It's got the the patent number on there, but I ain't looked that up, man. When I found out what year it was, I just cleaned it up, put it in, put it in my box. Anyway, Key Workwear. Y'all go check that out somewhere. Pretty cool. I don't care where you're standing. That's pretty cool. All right, next is a knife I showed y'all on Friday, I believe, folded hunter Friday, and I had a slash mark fixed blade. Well, y'all know how them groups are. Sometimes you get a little peer pressure from everybody in the group talking about certain things. Well, all them boys I've been talking to like them fixed blades. I got a few fixed blades, but not like these guys. They got some bangers. My boy HT, brother Chuck, A-Dub, CCO, they got some fixed blades. Okay, they ain't playing. And but I have a few, and most of them are beaters or something I bought at Walmart or something like that. But that's irrelevant. The fact of the matter is, I stepped my game up a little bit. Got a couple coming, and I didn't succumb to the peer pressure. That's not what I did. I appreciate the guidance that these gentlemen give me because they're knowledgeable. So. But anyway, this is the one I showed y'all last week. That's got I got a little sheath. But I asked y'all to help me identify this, and one of my subscribers sent me a thing and told me kind of where to look for it and how to look for it. And this is an Ancient Mariner. All right. But boy, it's got some beautiful stag. Y'all look at that stag on there. And I'm talking about this son. I would say from the research I did and the model number, which came right up whenever I put the name in there, this knife is probably from the 20s to the 40s. But you can see it looks like cracks, but they call those fixtures. That's just stress in the bone when the animal was alive. But Lord have mercy, it's just as smooth. And all I did to this was take it apart, line up the spacers, and then tighten it back down. Of course, I had a lot of trouble keeping it straight. I should have glued it all together, and then I could have tightened it up right. But I'm going to take it back apart and work on this nut a little bit, and work on the indentation where it goes in, because I don't think these two parts went together. I don't know that this pommel is right. Most of the pommels had a hook on it, and I don't think this nut goes to this pommel. That's just my speculation. I mean, I don't know. But anyway, it polished up nice. Just to, and like I say, I had this. I don't even know where this sheath come from, but I had to glue it coming apart. So I put me a little glue in there and glued her together, put a clamp on it, but she fits in there perfect. And now I'm gonna get me some Velcro, make me a strap, because the little strap gone up there. But that ain't no problem for a high stepper. I'll get me a piece of Velcro and super glue that sun gun on there to where I'll come right out of there with it. But just a great, I don't really like dangler sheaths either. But if you go, if I was going to wear something to church, it would probably be something like this. Because this is a dresser to me. After I get this pommel fixed, it'll be ready to go. It'll be a banger. All right, let's see. One last knife, guys, and this is where the modern comes in for today. And I'm gonna have to get I hate, I don't hate to say it, but I'm just gonna tell y'all straight up, it's gonna be hard for me to get this pocket knife out of my pocket. All right. Now the person that does this hashtag, his name's Aaron Williams. We've already discussed this, and he sent me. I bought a slip from him, and he sent me the slip, and in that package was another knife, and he knows that you invite me to the party, I'm gonna come and I'm gonna enjoy myself and I'm gonna do what I do. So here it is. This is a pocket knife. It's a roper. Now in the case world, this would be called a back pocket hunter. Okay, the little 4-inch pocket knife. But I have already done some heavy modifications to this. First of all, I removed the clip. You can see where that screw hole is. That's where the clip went. Um, I was gonna put the screw back in there and then sand it down, but that's not gonna affect how this pocket knife works. I made this lanyard hole. I took this to a local machine shop. I have connections. I went to the machine shop, told my partner there what I needed. He said no problem. When I got home from dropping it off with him, I got a text from him and said, "Man, you want this knife?" So I had to get right back in the truck, go right back down there and pick it up, which was fine, because now he was worried. He said he ain't never done that like it. He thought it was going to delaminate because that's some tough stainless. This knife is built out of good material, but the stainless, the liners in this, you can see it's got a liner on one side, and then it's got the liner lock in there, so it's pretty thick stainless had to go through. And I took him the titanium bit I had, and it laughed. I mean, this knife laughed at that drill bit, but my dude had the real deal Holyfield. He did it and got it right. Now, why do I call this a modern? Because it's a flipper. Okay, has a thumb stud. Now, does that make it a modern? I don't know. In my world, it does. It doesn't have a nail neck. Okay, there's no nail neck on it. So, does that make it a modern? I don't know. But I know one thing. The reason I put the lanyard on there, and the reason because I got big old paws, y'all, and this little knife it's not very big in my hand, and I couldn't hold on to it to do this. Okay, and I saw Brother Aaron pull his out of his pocket, and I don't know what he was cutting with it to cut something, and that's what he did. And when he did that, I said, "Lord have mercy, I need to be able to do that." Not trying to copy Brother Aaron, but I wanted to be able to do the flip. Now, having that lanyard, that gives me the extra purchase I need when I hold on to it to do that. I couldn't do it with the belt clip or the pocket clip and the way it was. Anyway, those are the modifications where I added the lanyard hole, I removed the clip, added the lanyard hole, put a lanyard on it, and but the last thing I want to point out to y'all is this. Well, maybe the next to that. Y'all look at the tiner. Now, I have basically, I've cut potatoes, I've cut tomatoes, cut a few bell peppers, an onion, might even slice a lemon or two to squeeze on some chicken that I was cooking. But I mean, and I guess the last thing I'm gonna tell y'all, you go buy a pocket folded hunter in carbon steel that has case written on it, and you're gonna pay $140 to $200 for this knife. Okay, or a knife like this, the little 4-inch folded hunter. So I ain't comparing this to a case. I ain't comparing the case to this, but I'm just telling you, if you want a decent knife that comes in a good steel, and boy, when you put this on the stone, man, that's mercy. Let me tell you something. Whoops, y'all saw that, didn't you? This is the kind of steel that I love to sharpen. See that? They call that a curlicue. Yeah, Lord have mercy. Leave it to old Jim, get on camera and start messing up. But it's sharp. What that boy on Forge and Fire say? It will cut. All right. Old Big Jim down here at the bog, the Bog Observation Group, signing off. Want all y'all to know, man, I'm glad y'all came by. I hope I performed. I hope I provided some kind of entertainment for y'all and brought the knowledge, because that's what I really like to do. It would behoove you to go to A&W Custom Design at your earliest convenience and subscribe to Brother Aaron Williams' channel, because A-Dub is the man, okay? And get in there. Where you fit in there? Oh, Deep South Cutlery Knife Show, April 11th and 12th in Stone County, Mississippi. Wiggins, to be exact, right next to the airport. Can't miss it. You pull up there, you find the Chevron right there on Highway 49. You pull up in there to the Chevron and say, where's the airport? And anybody you ask, you can go ask somebody at the pump, you can ask somebody inside the store, you can ask somebody walking on the sidewalk, because all of them going to do the same thing. They're going to point, they're going to say right there, okay? It's right across the street. Can't miss it. Preacher Betty Ray Bond, Seth Bond, Stubbs, Gotta Go Joe, Chico the Man, they all gonna be there. And YouTubers, where you want me to start? Kevin Bentley, the Knife Doctor, HTEDC, Harold Terry, Cross Creek Outdoors, Brother Dwayne. I mean, bring your autograph book and your pen and line up. I heard rumors that there's going to be some crazy person named the Barlow Brigade there. That's just what I heard. Brother Rex Wiseman, Brothers Blades and More, a new YouTube channel. He dropped his second video the other day. And you know what? Dude got, his channel ain't 3 weeks old. Dude got 75 subscribers already. Why? Because he's the man. Okay? That's all I can tell you. Barlow Brigade wants all y'all to know that he's glad y'all came by. Rule number 9.